Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. Here's a small package, and inside of it is an iPhone 7. This one's supposed to be running iOS 10, which is the original version this phone shipped with. Let's get it opened up, see what kind of condition it's in, and find out if we have ourselves an iOS 10 iPhone 7. Let's begin. All right, here's our device. Definitely an iPhone 7. You can see we're missing the headphone jack. This appears to be the regular black color, not the glossy black. I forget the names, but there were two black iPhone 7 models. Well, first things first, let's get this thing powered on. Hopefully it has some charge, and it does. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a clean. It's actually not that bad. I've seen way dirtier than this, but regardless, we'll get this thing cleaned up. And here we go, cleaned up pretty nicely. Battery's low, so we're gonna go ahead and plug it in. 10%. Overall, super clean device. Just some fingerprints here on the back. No scrapes or scuff marks. The display is in very nice condition. Not seeing any cracks and really not seeing any scratches either. Let me go through the setup menu here, and once we get to the home screen, we'll know right away which version of iOS we have. All right, moment of truth. Let's see which wallpaper we have after we click Get Started. And look at that. I think this is iOS 10. Let's be sure. Head into Settings, General, and About. 10.3.2. That is very nice. This is, of course, a 32 gig model. That is the base configuration for the iPhone 7. So this phone launched in 2016. I believe, and it changed a lot about the iPhone. Some of the external differences included the lack of a headphone jack. First iPhone to not feature that. We had the removal of a physical home button. Instead, this is now a Force Touch or 3D Touch home button, which does not actually move, but the haptic engine vibrates to make you feel like you're pushing a button there. We also got optical image stabilization on the smaller 4.7-inch phone. That was a first. The iPhone 6 and 6S did not have that, while the 6 Plus and 6S Plus did. It's the first water-resistant phone. I believe 1 meter or 3 feet for up to 30 minutes is what this phone's rated for. We also got stereo speakers. So not only is there a speaker down here at the bottom, there's also a speaker up here at the top. And some of the internal differences included a quad-core CPU. This is the A10 Fusion chip. It's the first time an Apple iPhone featured a quad-core processor. So it is a 2.34 gigahertz chip. I believe we have two sets of dual core processors, or there's 4 cores, 2 performance, 2 efficiency cores, and it's got a 6-core graphics processor. I'm trying to see what size chip this is. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe 14 nanometers. Not 100% sure, but right here it says that it's got a 40% greater CPU performance and 50% greater graphics performance compared to the A9 in the 6S. So quite a bit faster, and this phone feels super snappy here, especially on iOS 10. That is, of course, the version that this phone launched with. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start a video so you guys can see what the video and the audio quality sounds like here on the iPhone 7. So there's the setup. We've got some cards down here. Take a look at those. Got a couple PSA 10s. Not the most exciting cards, but I think they look pretty cool. We've also got a Motorola Razr, the very first Razr phone, I think. Pretty classic design here. And there you have it. So we'll see how this looks and sounds. I'm guessing the quality is going to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and switch back. So there you guys got a feel for the audio and video quality there on the iPhone 7. Now this phone also came in a bunch of different colors, the most ever in an iPhone by far. So we had, these were the launch colors: rose gold, gold, silver, black, and then I don't know what that glossy one was. But then Apple also added a red color later in the cycle, so it was not included at launch. I think it came spring of 2017 or something like that. But pretty nice looking colors. The red's actually one of my favorites because it's got the red back and the white front. No other iPhone has had that since then. The iPhone 8 had a black front, and the iPhone SE also had a black front there. So the white and the red is a beautiful combo. The iPhone 7 is a bit interesting. It ends support on iOS 15, as you can see there, but that's the same as the iPhone 6S. So even though this phone is significantly faster, it did not get that iOS 16 update like the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10. Heading into the iOS 10 wallpapers, we can see we've got the same old dynamic ones that you usually get. We've got the iPhone 6S live wallpapers, and then we also have the iPhone 7 live wallpapers as well. And if we head into the lock screen, you can see if we force touch on that display, we get movement there in the wallpapers. Pretty cool, but what is most interesting are the still wallpapers. They added a few and they took away a bunch. Hardly any to choose from here on iOS 10. I think the iOS 9 wallpaper looks really nice. Maybe that's because the iOS 9 devices are so rare, but that looks pretty clean here on our black iPhone 7 running iOS 10. I think that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look here at this rare iPhone 7, the first quad-core Apple iPhone. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I look forward to seeing you in another one of my videos.